Here we go. How you doing, folks? Back to Pathfinder goodness. It's the Abomination Vaults. Plural. Seems like there's more than one. We're going to do episode 86. That's the episode, and that's what we're doing. And we're going to introduce everybody and get into this. We should have a full roster tonight. Rachel is going to be late. She should be here any minute, actually. Should shoot her a reminder. But she's supposed to join us tonight early on, so we could expect that, and that'll flesh us out with a full roster. So let's do our introductions. We're going to start with Kyle. Who you playing tonight, Kyle? And what's on your mind for the action tonight? Anything
Yes, sir.
special?
Oh, yeah. I still mulling that part around in my head. But what's up, guys? I'm Kyle. I play Bjorn, our frontline heavy hitter, fighter. Very tall, gruff. Doesn't much care for attitude, but absolutely gives one. And yeah, as far as expectations and things like that, hopefully get to kick a few doors in. Might pick a fight with a will-o'-the-wisp. I don't know yet. I'm feeling rambunctious.
Rambunctious. Awesome. How about you, Karma?
I'm Karma, and I play Karma Sunseeker, a war priest cleric who is here to help the companions on behalf of Ayamode. I missed last week, so I'm looking forward to having a little bit of time in the Adventure Vaults. Adventure Vaults? Abomination Vaults. Yeah, it's been a long week already, so yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen tonight.
Awesome. That's right. You missed the last session. I forgot about that. It was just me, Rachel, and Kyle. Yeah. All right. That's good. We got Dizzy as well. She makes her return. How you doing, Dizzy? What's going on? Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Dizzy. I play Thesaria, the Elf Ranger, support, and surprise, surprise, a good person for a change instead of my usual. I missed the last session due to my family being sick, and I'm still recovering, but hopefully I'll hang in there and see how long we can go.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Dizzy. And like I said, Rachel will be joining us. And by the way, we just had the holidays here. Anybody get anything good? How was your holidays, Kyle?
Pretty good. I mean, just got some time off work and relaxed with the family and visited a few friends and yeah, just kind of chilled out there and went back to work this week and wasn't quite looking forward to that, but hey, you gotta get back to the grind sometime.
Yeah. How about you, Karma? Get anything good?
I got new slippers, so that was really nice. I went to my boyfriend's family's Christmas, and they did like a big meal and stuff, so that was a lot of fun.
That's good. Dizzy, anything about you? Guess you weren't feeling well. You probably had a horrible Christmas. I guess.
I mean, I didn't get anything, but my son got a lot of presents. Once, actually, for a change.
Yeah, good. That's good. Good time was had.
It was all Minecraft and Legos.
Yeah? That sounds like what Jake is into. Minecraft and Legos. He loves his Legos, too. Yeah. How old is he? Jake's 7.
My son is 11.
He's 11? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Well.
And already into modding stuff, too.
What, Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on him. He's gonna go over the edge there with Minecraft. It's pretty engrossing, that game. But anyway. Almost as engrossing as Pathfinder, which is what we're gonna do tonight. Kyle, give us a recap. I'm sure there's some curious folks out there want to know what happened.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes, it was madness, murder, mayhem, mystery, intrigue. We descended back down into the demonic prison once again. Cypher investigated a room where Bjorn previously had activated a rune. We jumped across, and during our course of investigations, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. Wait a minute, back over. Pump the brakes. Yeah, first we were healing up after a pretty nasty, gnarly engagement with a pair of pixies, uh, or at least Bjorn called them pixies. Uh, that was a pretty intense fight. I loved that. Everybody did fantastic. Uh, yeah, we kind of healed up a little bit. We fell back. Uh, we rested. We actually got to sleep, and then we went back down. And Cypher was able to say, "Hey, don't step there." And yeah, we kind of found a hidden room in there that led down a really long, tight hallway that led to a door. I should have known that behind that door was something that yeah, should have been left alone. By this time, Thelsari had kind of off on her own thing, kind of curious. Perhaps we might dig into some of that in a bit, here, Bjorn's side of it. And yeah, Bjorn kicked the door open, and there was a floating head clad in a magical light that was there to greet him in a very strange room, kind of almost was described as almost having like a sheen to it, was kind of almost like stepping into like a metal kind of walls or something. Uh, that was interesting. Kicked the door open, nothing happened. Okay, cool. So Bjorn started wading in there, and the creature turned, and a pretty good fight ensued. We quickly vacated back into the hallway, shut the door, thought that was it. Nope, it popped up around the other side of the hallway. So the fight continued until it vanished, and we were able to fall back out of there for that. We were not prepared for that when it was just me and Cypher, and I was running Karma as well. So Karma saved her bacon with the heals there once again, as she always does. Cypher and I, we just couldn't get it going on the offense. We just couldn't kick it in gear. But yes, then we fell back out of that, and yeah, we were kind of intent on continuing to explore, see what else we can find. There's got to be more hidden doors and passages somewhere, some way, somehow. So yeah, kind of left with that intriguing puzzle of, okay, behind door number one's a will o' the wisp. Sooner or later, we're going to have to go through him. There, I had a blast as always.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game session. Just a little bit. I think you guys got a bit deeper than you anticipated.
Oh yeah, we went way down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Over your head, that creature. So, better part of valor. Now, Thelsaria's character, the elf, disappeared from the group. I believe it was when they were asleep. But little did anyone know. Just realized there's no ambient music here. That she was off doing some things of her own. Not the least of which was scouting ahead. Thelsaria, of course, has her own little stash, her own little safe room, which she was able to bring back some supplies to the actual safe room of the companions, which she did so when they were unaware. Therefore, if you look, you will see a little white chest. You should see one, and there's some more stuff in there. She brought some goods, including some manacles, a crossbow, and other useful things. So, Dizzy, you have access to those as well. You also notice that you have some fresh supplies of arrows. More than enough. And as the companions slept, she was quite active. keeping her eyes on the doorway leading to the safe room. She didn't dare enter. She knew there was a spell, there was magic upon that door. And it would only bother the companions anyway. But she sensed the presence of somebody on the other side of that door. And kind of left a little calling card, as it were, by tapping on the door. Maybe she was just fooling around, playing a little elvish fey joke. Who knows? She knew better. And then she went off into a secluded area of shadow and watched the hallways throughout the night, in case anything would approach the companions. Of course, Felsaria probably would not reveal this to the companions, preferring to be more distant. But she knows. And then she went on her way as the companions entered the hallway and descended the depths and got in a horrible battle, retrieving yet more supplies and doing some more scouting. So, Thelsari, you will be joining the group in a minute here. Till then, we're going to have everybody awaken. Or no, not awaken. You guys just returned to the safe room. You're still... I think you slept like 3 hours ago. Or something like that. So you're all good to go. You return to the safe room. If there's anything else you'd like to do up here, do it.
I'm good.
What'd you return to the safe room for? You traveled all the way back to the safe room.
Did we mention we wanted to go back to the safe room?
That's where we took you.
Huh, I don't remember. What did we come up here for?
Yeah, it was only you and Rachel, so I don't know. I asked you right at the end, did you want to go back and run the session in the safe room? That's where you were. How about this? We'll keep you down below. Let me bring you guys down here. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll put you in that room just outside the rune trap. Okay? We'll assume this is where we left it off. Because it didn't make sense to me why you'd travel all the way back up to the safe room after that encounter. Granted, did we do any healing or anything? Because you guys look like you're in pretty good shape.
Karma did a heal, and then she did some cure wounds and stuff on us after the fight. After we got back out here.
Yeah.
And I think... I don't know.
I don't know why we went back to the safe room. We'll assume you didn't, because I don't see a use for it. You got back in here, did some healing, and let's bring Thelsaria into the action right away. So, let's say you take about an hour to recover. During that time, Thelsaria, you can make your appearance back into the group. Let's say you just returned with full supplies. So you don't know what happened. You lost touch with the companions shortly after they made their way down into the prison level. You went your own way to do some things. Which you did. We'll leave it at that. And you've followed the group back down here in this chamber here. So they've been sitting here about an hour. They look beat up. They're recovering. They look a lot better, actually. I'm sure their armor and clothes look pretty battered, though. And yeah, you can make your appearance. You enter the doorway. Hello, friends. And you can join the group. Okay, so what would you like to do?
At least we know there are hidden passages down here. We found one. Perhaps we can find another. How are you feeling now, Carl?
Better now that we've rested. Did we already explore the previous passage? That's where the Will-o'-the-Wisp was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we ran from it.
Yeah, your
Had
character
to.
was with the group, so you would know all this stuff.
Okay, cool.
Down in the south, I'll actually drag your character through this little area so you got some idea. This room was full of cobwebs. It was in this room that you managed to find a secret door.
Mm.
Bjorn found it. There was a tunnel, 5 foot wide, very claustrophobic. There was a door at the end of the corridor. The corridor continued to the north, as you can see. Looks like a dead end, but you never really explored up there. Instead, you searched this room. This room had strange carvings of religious significance, religious to Nimbaloth, the god of decay and death, a very neutral god. Belcora is said to have worshipped Nimbaloth. It was in this chamber that a frightful sight was encountered. Some type of will-o'-the-wisp type of creature, a floating head as opposed to a skull. It was a face, and it sat here surrounded by white and blue glowing flames, licking up all around its head. But the face was expressionless. Its mouth was open, and it was just staring off away from the group, to the west, or to the east, from where you approached. I'll show you real quick what it looked like.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
that's what you saw. Bjorn, without hesitation, without any stealth whatsoever, came bumbling into the room. It got its attention. Bjorn was trying to check out this door down here, but this creature turned and locked eyes with his, and thus erupted this crazy battle. This creature was able to absorb energy from spellcasters. This creature was very difficult to harm, and it had the ability to go invisible. And everybody vacated the room thinking, oh, well, that's just simple. We'll just leave the room and shut the door on it. Well, it suddenly appeared behind them in the corridor, blocking off their escape. And this made things very dire indeed. And couldn't tumble through, couldn't get past him. It was just, really dire. But somehow, the creature went invisible, disappeared from somewhere, and it was that moment that the rest of the party ran off back down the corridor from whence they came, back into the chamber where they're at. That was a pretty scary moment.
Right.
And, yeah, that's as far as you got, and that's all you know.
Well, then maybe we should check the rest of that corridor out. I mean, it does look unfinished. If we're looking for doors, that's a dead end. We might as well check it.
Indeed. Now that this elf has returned, perhaps if we are to be engaged by this creature, we would stand a better chance.
Now, Thalsaria, you weren't down here. You've never been through this secret area that they speak of. You have no clue what they encountered, even. So, it's all news to you.
you prepared for another jaunt in there, Carl?
I'm ready.
And Bjorn would kind of relay all this to Belsaria, kind of what they saw in the hallway. Very narrow, very thin, very difficult, kind of moving around in there.
Elsaria would be very quiet as she listened. She would nod when needed to.
Very well. Let's go see what we can find.
Where you heading?
Back into the hallway, I guess.
I mean, where else would you go?
Yeah, I mean, we never explored that northern section, so yeah, let's head up to that northern section that didn't have a door and see what's up there.
All right, so shortly after running from this creature, you head back in. Now, I have Karma detect magic. So as you travel, she's just going through this chants, and she's moving her hands around and producing this magic, being very attentive to sensing the presence of magic. Bjorn, you're keeping your eyes peeled for tripwires, loose blocks, loose plates in the floor, rocks, loose rocks that might crumble down on the group's head. As you make your path down here, you're keeping your eyes open for that.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher, of course, is very interested in any clues regarding the occult. She's keeping her eyes peeled on the left and the right, looking for any symbols or runes or any indication if there's something she could identify involving the occult, mysterious things. And of course we have Thelsaria. I think I have you as scouting. I don't know why it's next to Valafor, but I must have made a mistake.
That should be as scouting for her.
Scouting. Okay, so you're the only one that's really keeping your eyes peeled to the front in this case. To the front or the rear? Because you are actually in the back of the group alongside Cypher.
It would be towards the back since that's where she is.
If you want, it could be to the front as well. You're just paying attention up ahead. Because you're only like one rank behind the others if you're side by side. It really doesn't matter. You're scouting. So the group will be moving half speed. So it's taking twice as long to move through these hallways. Are you keeping the doors open or closed? Closed? Okay, you close them. You enter this room where there was said to be a trap, but it was identified by Cypher. Right there in front of the door, she indicates, don't step in this area close to the door. You could see the markings of runes that wrap themselves into the cracks and disappear. There's some type of runes written along these stones in the floor that we cannot see. So you're very careful and you step over these blocks directly in front. In some cases, jumping to get to the other side. No roll necessary. It's right here that you find the secret door. And again, Bjorn, you push the button while keeping your eyes open for more traps or more secret doors. You click the button and the door comes ajar. You push it open and you enter this empty corridor. You approach the door beyond which that floating face was found. Doesn't seem to be open. The door is closed as you had left it. But you have to keep in mind this creature can go invisible. It might be watching, waiting to strike at any minute. Listening. Nobody's really doing this, but just generally listening, you don't hear anything. As you begin to move up the northern corridor, bypassing the door, being very cautious, you see up ahead what looks like a dead end.
Well, we're searching for hidden features, so can we take a closer look at the walls?
And like I kind of wanted to maybe go up here to the top and maybe see if I could maybe run my arm across the door or run my fingers across the stone. See if I can maybe find another button. Something.
As you continue moving forward, something catches your eye, Thalsaria, as you are the most alert, as well as Bjorn. You see the outline of a door, but as you get closer to this door that's in the east wall, it's not hidden. As you get closer to it, you can see it's obviously a door, and there's a latch on it. See, I don't want to open it. Can you see? You don't see a door there, do you?
No.
No. Well, it's right here in the east wall.
Oh, okay.
There's a latch on it.
Okay. Can I take a listen at it?
Yes, you can. That'll be a perception roll. Blind.
On the way.
You can hear what sounds like something dragging limbs across a floor. Legs. Something sliding across the floor like it was walking with some very slow intent, dragging its feet.
Okay. Bjorn will kind of hold a hand up to the others and kind of relay that. There's something ahead. I can hear it moving slowly across the floor. Should we continue or press on?
We don't have a choice. We have to press on. If this is unexplored area.
I have a question. Is it possible I can try stealthing up and see if I can get inside without being detected?
Mm-hmm.
She'll look at Bjorn and go, if you want, I can try and get inside stealthily and see if there's something that we can either avoid or a way that we can get around it.
Perhaps. But I have a light glowing on my arm. The second we open that door, that light will shine in there.
And here's what I suggest. Maybe perhaps back away a little bit, just enough where I'll be completely in shadows. And perhaps I can get inside going into stealth.
You don't have dark vision, so for you to see in the dark would be impossible. Unless the room beyond is lit and there is shadows, you could hide. But unless that's the case, you're not going to be able to do it because you can't see.
Not all elves have dark vision?
No, they have low light vision.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's the situation regarding this. So stealth really won't actually help you in this case unless there's light involved. You need shadows and you need light to be able to see. Otherwise, you're effectively blind. And you don't know if there's a lit room beyond. If there is, it's possible there's shadows and you can hide. But you don't know what's behind this door. You'd have to open the door to see. Would you like to open the door, Belsaria? Maybe carefully? Using stealth?
She would ask the others to back up a little bit and just see if she can open the door and try and peek inside. If they're fine with it.
Okay, let me bring everybody out so you can access your tokens. And yeah. Oh, sorry, you're actually.
Well, she would ask Karma and Karma, Bjorn, and Cypher if they would be all right with her doing that.
Don't take too long. Time is going by. Make up your minds.
Bjorn would just kind of simply step over to the other side of the door and kind of try to direct the light on his gauntlet into the upper wall there to kind of block all the light that he's producing from going south without completely nullifying the light spell.
It's next to impossible. It's still going to show light. Unless you turn the light spell off and everybody goes into darkness momentarily. But I don't know what good that's going to be for anybody unless you have dark vision.
Exactly. Now, Cypher's with us.
Cypher's with you in the back. She has dark vision.
She has dark vision. Have her do it.
Indeed, Cypher. That sounds like a plan.
So turn off the light, let her look,
And she can relay this information. Yeah, turn off your light. Let's see. Karma has the light.
I don't have a light. Well, I can cast the light, but Bjorn's usually the one.
We both had it on there. I just turned mine off.
Alright, so now everybody's in darkness except Rachel's character. She creeps up to the door. And she begins to unlatch it and carefully open it. She's going to have to make a stealth check here. Let's see what she gets. Okay. And she's good at it. Without a squeak, the door opens and she peeks beyond. Let me see here. Is there light in this room? Let me look real quick. Lighting controls. I don't see anything in there. No, there's nothing in there. Alright. She peeks beyond. I'll just describe what she sees, even though she's not here. I'll assume she relays this. The rest of you can't see this. There's no light that comes through the door as it slowly squeaks open. She sees what looks like a very large hand. That's all it is. It's a hand. But the size of a large dog. Slowly moving its way around the room. Along the eastern portion of the wall. It's a square room. A 15-foot square. And along the furthest wall, away from where she stands, she sees this hand slowly pulling itself along with its fingers. And it looks very dark-skinned and grayish in tone. Remember, it's dark vision. Everything's in black and white. But also, she sees near what looks like a large pillow, like a bed almost, in the southwestern corner of the room. There's papers all along the wall. She can't read it, but she sees movement near that pillow, and it looks like standing against the wall, peering at some papers, she sees an individual. It looks to be man-sized. A human, perhaps, but its face is hidden and covered with some type of cloth. It wears what looks like a turban-like headpiece, baggy clothes, robes, and it seems to be very intently looking at this, whatever's on the wall, mumbling to himself. It's then that she slowly pulls the door closed. Without a sound, she relays this information to you, Bjorn.
As Bjorn kind of hears it, he will activate his light spell again. And he will kind of look back to her. It would appear that we will have to either negotiate our way or go through this individual. And he's going to kind of specifically ask Cypher, does this individual look like he can be reasoned with?
It's hard to tell. She couldn't make out the features. She's not even sure it's really human. It could be anything. It's man-sized, thin, but almost dressed like a spellcaster. So there's definitely maybe some intelligence there. Maybe, I don't know. She says it's hard to say, unless we go in and talk with them. More concerning, she points out, is this large hand that was pulling itself along the wall, the floor next to the eastern wall, like as if it was on patrol, guarding.
Bjorn kind of twirls the warhammer in his hand. I have a solution for that as well. Very well. Let's see if we can speak to this creature. If things go south, we're going to have to fight our way through.
I think we should just fight our way through. I'm pretty sure a moving hand is not a natural thing that Iamode would allow to exist.
A moving hand and a figure.
Okay, moving into the room in your marching order.
Yep.
Well,
I'm going to kind of open that door and step inside.
Karma, you'd be right behind. I'm not going to bring you in the room. You're one behind each other. Before you can do anything, this individual turns.
Oh, lovely.
He looks quite surprised and jolted as the door opens and he sees you. And he declares, "How did you find this room? Who are you?" And his voice has a certain hollow sound to it, otherworldly. Doesn't sound human at all, Bjorn.
Hearing that, Bjorn will kind of furrow his brows a little bit in confusion. My name is Bjorn. I've been tasked with stopping the evil in the gauntlet. How did you come to be here?
I should point out that as soon as you enter this chamber and words are exchanged, this large hand, you can see it. It's like right there. It is nasty and it is shriveled. It's just this large, huge hand. And it stops right at the corner near a door opposite of you, Bjorn. You see it stop and it kind of turns and freezes. If it had eyes, they'd be looking right at you.
Is this your pet, I see?
I do not know who you are. And he begins to back away towards another door. He has his eyes on you. His back is to the wall. Who are you? Explain how you got here. No one knows of that door you entered within. And as he says that, Bjorn, being very aware of things like this. That's what you're doing during exploration. You can see that the door you opened actually has no handle on this side of the door. It has no... It looks like it's made to blend into the wall. Doesn't look
Almost
like
like
a
it's
normal
made to
door.
keep him in.
It looks like it's a secret door from this side.
Okay, but we could see it just fine from the other side.
Yes, it looks like a normal door from where Karma's standing. But from where you're standing, it looks like a secret door. This blends into the wall, and there's no latch on it whatsoever. There must be a knob that you push, or a button that you push that reveals it. Kind of like the other one, right? That's what your impression is.
Okay, and then as he kind of asks that, Bjorn will kind of look to him. We found a passage, and looked like a normal door from our side of it.
Karma, you feel a pulse echo in your head. There's magic energy close by. You feel it. Something. Something powerful.
Could she brandish her sword and just say, I feel a magical presence to the group?
Now, you're out of sight from this creature. Let me click on your token and see if you could see him. Oh, you can see him, so he can see you. You draw your sword. He sees the blade come out from your waist, and you begin brandishing it, exclaiming these words. What do you say?
I sense a magical presence in these walls.
Bjorn kind of stands there with a hammer in hand as he looks to this figure. You have not answered my question, creature. I've told you my name. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Wow. Let me write something down here. My name is Ysandaler. And he takes a long bow. I serve the mighty queen. And I don't
Could
know.
I?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry. I was just going to say, as soon as Talsari hears that, can she do a insight check to see if she might know him?
Can you see the token?
She'd be poking her head inside.
Okay. In that case, which you can do from this position, I'll let you do that. And you can make a check.
Okay.
You're going to be using occultism.
Gotcha.
Which is interesting. You're not using society here. You're using occultism.
And you want that blind
Oh, yes, definitely.
rolling coming?
And what are you trying to do? You're trying to see if you can recognize this creature?
She's going to see if she can't recognize the creature. She might have at least an idea of who this person might be. Maybe.
What lores do you have?
Lore, she has elven hunting.
Okay.
Actually, no, she's got elven hunting, general, and underworld.
What's your underworld?
Plus 11.
What is it, though? Are you trained, expert?
Trained.
What's your occultism?
My occultism is 11 trained.
Let's see. You don't recognize this individual, but you do notice something. It's not human. Keeping in mind, you are familiar with this level and the creatures that dwell here.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing that this area is chock full of demons and creatures from different planes of existence, it's no surprise that even this creature is not human or elven or any of the real races. Civilized races. That's about all you can discern. There's something about him, his voice and his face. It's very... which is partially hidden, by the way. Again, I'll show you that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Something about him that's just off. Not like anything you've seen before, including demons. Yeah, but you don't...
She'd relay this to the group.
So he's backed himself into a corner, and slowly you start seeing this hand slowly start to move towards you, Kyle. It's not going to move into the space in front of you, but it looks like it's getting close, like at any second it will pounce.
Yeah, the creature could see Bjorn's grip on his hammer tighten as he kind of glances over to the hand and back to the creature. And what queen do you serve? I'm not familiar with this.
Enough of these questions. You disturbed me and my plans. And he looks...
Indeed, and if you try me again, I will take your head from this place.
And as you speak, you fail to notice what I was about to describe. And with that, the hand suddenly lunges towards you, Bjorn. I'm going to put everybody in initiative because we're about to get bloody. Things are about to get real. Okay. Now, yeah, I'll save that for later. Let's look at the initiative here, the encounter tracker, and see where we're at. Everyone's using perception. You're all going to get a +1 to this because of Thelsaria's presence. No, actually, you were watching to the back, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, this is to the front. What else we got here? Yeah, perception. Okay, first up is going to be the hand. Just in time. That's appropriate. It lunges towards you, Bjorn. So it's going to spend an action moving forward along the floor, and it's going to attempt to claw you with its series of its fingers. It tries to rake against your flesh. And again, this thing is pretty big. Think of a small pony or a really big dog. All right?
Oh my, Great Dane size.
This is medium sized, this big old hand. So let's make an attack on you. Da 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 da. Okay, what's your armor class?
26.
Oh, it missed. Let me read this a little. Right, it missed, so its final action, it's going to attempt, let me see, can it do the grab? I don't think so. No, it's going to attempt to claw you once again. This will be its second attack. So as you stand there defending at the door, this time it connects, it rakes across your body with some damage. You're going to take... You do have reactive shield, don't you?
I do.
All right, I got a 31.
Yeah, that wouldn't save me. It's not critical, though.
All right, 17 points of slashing damage. And that's its final. Yeah, I can't... Let's see. If used after a strike. Monster can instead use grab and choose one creature. Alright, so I think this creature automatically can attempt to grab you, or automatically grabs you because its strike was successful. It also has a separate grab attack, but that's a separate action. This is its last action.
Right.
So I believe it gets this grab against you. Requirements. The monster's last action was a successful strike, which it was, that lists grab in its damage entry, which it does. Or the monster has a creature grabbed or restrained. All right, so yeah, qualifies for that. The effect kicks in. If used as after a strike, the monster attempts to grapple the creature using the body part. Yeah, it's going to make a grab attempt on you automatically because its attacks was successful on you. Okay. All right, so let's make a grab attempt on you to see. Right after it rakes across your flesh and your armor tears and all this, it's going to attempt to grab you automatically with this.
Okay, it's got to beat a 25.
What is that, athletics?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Athletics against my reflex, which is 25.
24. So it fails to grab. I think we did that right. Gotta pay attention because some of the remaster stuff is different now.
Yeah, the wording gets a bit funky.
This attempt neither applies nor counts toward the creature's multiple attack penalty. So this is like, if this creature hits you with a strike, it can automatically attempt to grab as part of
without
that
the penalty.
Yeah, without it counting as a separate action. All right, so it's built into it. Yeah, that's the way it always was. All right, so that's done. We're going to go to the next creature. It's going to be Cypher. Where are you, Rachel?
She's behind me.
She's going to do her Inspire Courage, which is a cantrip. Let me cast that. Let me make it public so you guys can grab it. So she begins to chant slowly, almost as whispers, but she begins to sing these elven songs that you find quite soothing to hear, Thalsaria. And the rest of you have heard these before, but it's always inspiring. It always fills you with vigor and bravery instantly. So drag that spell effect, Courageous Anthem, to your tokens. All right, she's done. We're going to go to Bjorn. You're up. You're being accosted by this giant hand attempting to grab you.
Hammer time. Hammer's in the hand. As the creature tries to grapple him, he's going to try to bring the hammer down and break the finger. Hit. Normal. So that'll be 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Okay, your hammer comes down on one of the fingers, almost breaks it. A sickening thud. You hear bones crack under your blow.
I'm going to try it again. Hit again. And we get to do something special. That'll be another 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then
What are you doing, Kyle? What are
I'm
you doing?
going to attempt to grapple it back.
Brother.
So yes, this will be an athletics check.
You need a 25.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that
Hero
just
point
because
incoming.
I think it's funny that I'm trying to grapple a hand. So that'll be 30.
Okay, you were successful. You have grappled the creature. It is grabbed. So you've grabbed the hand.
Yep. I'm like stepping on the fingers, and I'm trying to visualize this. Like maybe he's got like the fingers tied up in a knot somehow, and he's kind of shouting for Cypher and Belcora, finish this creature now.
Somehow
Well,
you
he
got a
kinda
hold
has
of it,
to know.
and it can't move. There it is,
That's the
grabbed.
highlight of my night. I grabbed the hand.
Right. Grabbed. Which is good, because now it's debuffed. Its armor class dropped. Right, you done?
Yes, sir.
Put this right here. Okay, next up is this guy down here in the corner. He starts to mutter language, some type of arcane words, and his hands begin to weave. Let's put that in the chat there. Nothing to drag. Alright, so let me see. Let me put a thing on his token here. This'll work.
Ooh, that's trippy.
Yeah. He's basically created multiples of himself. And they just hover around his body. You can no longer see which is which, Bjorn. There's more than one. There's two. There's three of them. Right? And you hear a door open behind him as he, or they, open the door. But they still stand there looking in the direction that you're standing as the hand engages you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we're going to go to Karma. Now, Karma, if you're eager to get into the action, you can see him. There's multiple images of him, however, so targeting him is going to be a problem. If you want to come into the room and help your friend, you can do so. Bring your friends in there. You can move right through that square if you want.
Okay.
Where Bjorn is.
Well, I think what I'm going to do... I was just reading something super fast here. Yeah. I'm going to move here. Is that bad?
Do it. You're moving through a wall, though, I think. Oh, there you go. You got it.
And then... hurting myself. I'm going to cast Bless.
Ooh.
Drag that to your token.
Do you want me to put the emanation out?
No.
Okay.
5-foot emanation targets you and allies in the area, so everybody within 5 feet of you. That would be Bjorn in this case.
Correct. And then that's my whole turn. I can't do anything else.
It won't, of course, affect the creatures. They're not allies. Okay. So you get that blessing as well. Bjorn, you could drag that to you.
Yep, I got it.
As long as you're within 5 feet of her, basically adjacent, you're good. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You done?
Yes, I am done.
All right, Thelsaria. You're still in the chamber listening to the beautiful tones of Cypher. What do you do?
She's gonna move up 1.
You see Bjorn in a wrestling match with this giant hand.
Gonna try and do a perception check to see if she can figure out where or which one is the actual caster, since there's multiple.
Oh.
If that's allowed.
Well, let me look at this. I didn't even read the spell too much. Let me take a read here quick. 3 illusionary images swirl about the creature, potentially causing those who attack the creature to hit one of the images instead of the creature. Any attack that would hit the creature has a random chance of hitting one of the images instead. If all 3 images remain, there is a 1 in 4 chance of hitting the creature. With 2 images remaining, there's a 1 in 3. A 1 in 2 if there's only 1. Yeah, 1 in 2 chance if there's only 1 creature. Alright? So it's a random. Anytime you target them, any attack, spell attack, melee attack, missile attack, anything that's an attack, there's going to be a die roll to see which one you hit.
So perception would be useless then?
Once an image is hit, it is destroyed. If an attack roll fails to hit your armor, the creature's armor class, but doesn't critically fail, it destroys an image but has no additional effect. So there's a reason to attack this anyway. just to get rid of the extra images. It's a spell. You're not going to sit there and just use logic to try and tell which one is which. It's magic.
Alright, in that case, she's going to first cast Hunt Prey on the hand. Well, use Hunt Prey on the hand.
Okay.
Was going to try and use a sleep arrow on the caster, but if that's the case, that would be kind of useless. And then she's going to use Hunted Shot on the hand.
Two quick shots against the hand. Go for it. Counts as one action. Or no, it's two. I don't remember. Is it two? You take two quick shots
It's
against...
two.
Make two strikes against your prey. The acquired weapon. If both hit the same creature, combine their damage for the purpose of resistance and apply your multiple attack bonus to each... penalty, rather. To each strike normally. Alright.
I will also be using the Inspire Courage that the Cypher gave.
It should be already... Did you drag it to your token? It'll automate.
Yep.
You don't have to do it. Okay, so just make your attack roll. First attack. Let me make it grabbed. So its armor class goes down. Okay. You got a 20. Oh, you got exactly what you needed. 22. First arrow strikes. You hit.
Okay.
Okay, 13
And
points.
second arrow.
Hold on. 13 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Piercing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a second here. Let me look. All right. As this arrow pierces the creature, it's appropriate. It's actually got arrows stuck in its image. Well done. Give me a number between 1 and 2, Karma.
1.
A burst of pus explodes from the hand in your direction.
Ew.
You're sprayed with it.
Ew.
Attempt a reflex save.
Alright.
Me, right? Or was
Karma.
it
Karma.
Oh, okay.
Did it work? Oh, there it is. 17.
First of all, you take 12 points of void damage right off the bat.
Oof.
So you took 12 points of void damage, and you become sickened too as this pus just covers and sprays over your body and your face and interrupts you from what you were trying to do there. So it's terrible. That was a reaction the hand had to taking piercing damage, which it used in this case against a random target, which was Karma. So in case you're wondering how that worked, there you go. All right, now, Thalsaria, you can make your second attack.
Okay. I'm going to reroll that.
Yes, you better. It's a lot easier to hit with Bjorn there holding tight. It's not a big moving target.
Oh my god.
Ah, welcome to the club. All right, 17 won't do it. It's okay. That's your first, or is that your first or second action? Because
I moved, and then I did hunt prey on the hand, and then I did hunt shot.
all right. So do you have
So I
any
think
actions
that's all
left?
3 actions.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, we're gonna go round 2. The creepy crawly hand attempts to escape and pull itself free from the grasp of Bjorn. Athletics DC. So what's your athletics DC?
24.
All right, it easily breaks free from your grasp. With ease.
Damn it.
You get
I was
free.
really looking forward to hold hands with this thing a little while longer.
Yeah. You weren't using a rope or anything, were you? Just your hands?
Yep. I was literally holding hands with this creature.
He got a
And it-
critical.
Taliban.
He got a
And it
critical
wanted to break
success.
away?
He got a critical success, so he's totally broken free, and he gets a 5-foot move, which he's going to slide over in this direction away from you, Bjorn. Kind of trying to
But
trying to get in your
What?
karma. I'm going to count this as a 5-foot step, which does not provoke. Okay?
okay.
So hold on to your reaction. Now, whose turn is it? It's the hand. All right.
Mhm.
Attempted to break free. He did so. He automatically gets that 5-foot move. So he's got 2 actions left. All right. With that, he's going to attempt to claw and grapple Karma, who's just been covered in pus. Terrible. Escaping counts as a attack, right? Yeah, it does. All right, so this will count as a second attack. This is against you, Karma. Your armor class of 24. He gets a 32 with a natural 20. So that's going to be critical. And yeah. You're going to take 38 points of slashing damage as the claw comes raking across you while you're temporarily blinded maybe by this pus in your eyes. And it's going to attempt to grab hold of you. So athletics going against your fortitude. What's your fortitude? DC.
Let me check.
10 plus your fortitude.
Fortitude 22.
Okay, he's got to beat a 22. Critical success. Let's see what that is. You're definitely going to be grappled. You are restrained till the end of your next turn, unless you move, your opponent escapes. So you're restrained, which is a step up from grabbed. So not only can you not move, you cannot attack or manipulate, except to escape. So it's pretty much all you can do is try and escape. He's got you held in place. I don't even think he casts spells. If it's got the manipulate trait, it certainly can't. Rachel, the group went back into the hallway, obviously. They found another secret door. Well, it's a secret from the reverse side, it seems. From this side, from where you are, you can see there's actually a door up ahead, and you guys have entered in here. There's this strange human-like creature that isn't human, along with this bodyguard of a giant hand. And some words were passed back and forth, and you know what happens when Bjorn's doing that. It usually results in combat. So that's where we're at. And right now, you're going to have to move into the room and see exactly what's happening. But right now, I've got you using Inspire Courage. Otherwise, you haven't done anything else. So here we are, round 2.
Alright, I don't think you guys heard my words clearly. Let's see what's going on. So she takes a couple wide steps forwards, and she's just totally confused when she looks into the room. What's going on? And the effects of inspired courage have worn off as she begins to sing a different tune. Something more or less that will reach the humanoid individual, not so much the obscenely large hand, but the person. And she will cast Dirge of Doom. Let me actually cast that publicly. Huzzah! And they are affected if I'm right here.
Wow, that's a pretty big area.
Yes, so I'm actually going to take that bit off because it's very distracting to me. Yes, so they will have to, so they are frightened 1.
No checks. This just happens.
Yes, I'm in.
Is it really?
Wow. I guess not. It only lasts for the round, just like Inspired Courage does, because it is a composition cantrip. So I'm singing horrifying songs of just particularly us, this group of 4, slaying monstrous creatures, or anybody who stands in our way shall be reduced to a pile of rubble, which we eat for breakfast. There we go. And then with and with a final action, I would like to recall knowledge. Can I do that on... Well, I guess there's multiple of him to look at, but I'd like to recall knowledge on this person being. Maybe something with their clothing rings a bell.
All right, occultism, unless you have a lore.
Does this look like a notable person or a creature? Because if it's a notable person, can I roll society?
No, this is going to be occultism.
Okay, then that was going to be my second guess.
When I described the creature when they first entered, Bjorn noticed immediately there was something behind the tone of voice of this creature. Not only its looks, there's certain parts of it that just look inhuman. And being in a place, this prison, that's full of planar creatures like demons and such, it's no surprise. Although it looks human initially, when it speaks, there's something hollow behind its voice. There's something other planar about it. And therefore, as opposed to society, we're going to go with occultism.
Okay. I have sent the roll privately to you, and Cypher's really curious about this thing.
Nothing rings a bell. Its face, in fact, is kind of veiled. You do see protrusions from its where eyebrows would be, almost like they were horns. It's definitely something not of this world.
Okay.
Did I show you a picture? Let me click on him and show you.
Ah.
Yes.
Very peculiar.
Do you like my turban?
Very stylish.
Alright, so, okay, that's done. We're going to go to Bjorn.
Okay, couple things.
Yes.
Gonna move up to there, and I'm going to attempt something, Fritz. Maybe you can kind of break it down for me. He has this hand has Karma grappled, restrained, all that fun jazz. Could I attempt to in essence, counter grapple. Like, get her out of that hold that this creature has on
Grapple
her.
a grappler?
I
Yeah.
think you can. It's up to Fritz, but I think if you grapple someone who's grappled, you break the original grapple. Because I've had 2 players try to grapple the same thing, and I'm like, if you grapple, it breaks the original grapple. But you might have to look that one up.
This restrained will last until the end of its next turn, so it's going to go away anyway. But if you'd like to grapple him, you can do so.
Yeah, I think I'll
Yeah,
fall
this way
back in the
Karma
hold.
gets a turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and try the grapple then. Here we go. 23. I don't think so.
Nope. Close.
Yeah. Hammer. Hit. Normal.
Just hit.
A whopping 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thump. The bones and the fingers begin to crackle.
And you could see, Karma, that he's trying to kind of hammer the joints in such a way where he can kind of pry them off to try to help you. Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, you're done?
Yes, sir.
Some grapples and some slams. We're going to go to this guy right here who's got multiples of them. It's going to be hard to target. But he's a little bit fearful. And that lasts till your turn?
Yeah, just like Inspire Courage.
Unless he gets out of that big aura, which you can't see. All right. Who are you? Why did you come here? I warned you all. Now you feel my wrath. And he's going to step backwards. Notice I said step. And still peering through the door of this other chamber he could see. He sees Karma in his sights. He also sees Bjorn, although he's somewhat obscured. Let's see what we could do with this guy. He has a jaw attack. Huh. Wonder what's behind that veil. Alright. All right. It's peering beyond Carmen. It sees you. It sees you specifically, Bjorn, as you try to attack this creature with your hammer. Let's see what I have to do here. I have to click this and put it in the chat. Okay. Save. You gotta make a will save. Go ahead and make a will save.
27.
That's pretty good. Okay. You begin to hear words whispering in your ears, Bjorn. Friendly words, words of advice, wisdom. You feel compelled to action. The words that you hear whispering in your ear. Throw down your hammer. Throw down your weapon and run. Leave this place from whence you came and do not come back. You are compelled to obey. Let me double check, make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, the target immediately follows your suggestion. Immediately? I imagine that's during your turn. So, yeah, this is going to last for a little bit, but that's the command suggested to you. It seems like a wise choice. Now is the time, the better part of valor. Iomode might frown upon you, but you'll deal with that later. It's time to run. You will throw your hammer down, and you will run as quickly as possible, calling to your friends to follow, because you have the light. So when your turn comes, that's what you're going to be doing, and that will last until I say otherwise, okay? You're under the influence of a spell. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And you failed to save. Let me make sure I click this. Where is it?
Would I be able to use counter performance for that?
What's that about?
It's
What are you
it's
gonna
so
do?
hard to know when I can use this, because when you say because you never say if it's a spell or if it's a like just an effect, which is why when I heard you say spell, I just put this out there. But an ally within 60 feet rolls a saving throw against an auditory or visual effect.
Okay, let me look.
Let me know
Auditory,
if that's
visual.
even applicable.
Concentrating capacity, linguistic, mental, and occult. It has linguistic, which is an effect with this trait depends on language comprehension. You can tell there's a spell going on here, targeted at Bjorn. That I'll give you. You hear this creature mumbling words and gesturing. There's no spell components in the remaster anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll let you do this. Your senses, your keen senses. Counter performance. You're now within 60 feet. Rolls a saving throw against an auditory or visual effect. Okay. Your performance protects you and your allies. Roll a performance check for a type that you know. An auditory performance, if it triggers auditory, visual, we'll say auditory.
Yeah.
You and your allies in the area can use the better result between your performance check and the savings throw made. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
all right.
That's a pretty good roll that Bjorn made, but you know, just in case, like it's you only get one reaction. I might as well use it. Now.
Make a performance roll.
Oh.
Da 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 da. Here comes the soft chew. Ooh.
32! Just a little bit better.
Smokes. That. It's not critical success, but it's success. The target is unaffected and thinks you were talking to them normally, not casting a spell on them. All right, so, yeah, you're not subjected to dropping your thing and running away. Thank you, Rachel.
Oh man, I was sweating.
Counter performance. I like it.
I don't get to use it often, but when I do, boy, was
It's
that
freaking
handy.
awesome. I've saved my bacon because I'm about to put the hammer down on this little bastard.
The bard saved the day, and you say my songs are dumb.
It's kind of like a counter spell. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm like, I don't have any counter spells. Oh no! And then I was like, wait, I've got maybe the next best thing if I can roll right. And that was pretty lucky with that roll.
That was awesome. Yeah, very, very cool.
What did you roll, actually, with the 32? You got a...
It was 18, I think.
18.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, Karma, you're up.
Okay. Can I attempt to escape?
Yes.
That is awesome. Is there a button for that?
Yeah, it's your skill, athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Use your athletics. That'll work. Or your unarmed. Your unarmed attack. Which is usually the same.
Is
Not
it
always.
this athletics under skills, or is it the other athletics? Or
Skills, yeah, skills.
Skills, yeah, okay. And this is a public roll?
Yeah.
Okay. 23. Because I'm sickened. Ew.
Yes, second is gnarly.
Yeah.
I can't read it. What does it say? It's so small. Is that a 14 or a... So you need a 24.
Can I use my hero point on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Does she get it? You got a plus 13 on this. Come on.
It's different than it was before. It doesn't say use a hero point. It's reroll and keep the new result,
Just
the lower
roll it.
result.
Just roll it and get rid of a hero point manually. Just
Okay.
roll another one.
Just roll another one and get rid of a hero point manually. Okay.
You do that on your character sheet at the top. There's a hero point buttons. Just right click one of them. 29. There you go. You got success. You've broken free from the restraint. DC 5 flat check to use manipulate actions. That's grabbed. Wow. Didn't know about that.
Okay, so I can get rid of this. And I don't know exactly how, if that, like, is that my whole turn? I can use my whole turn to escape?
That's an action.
That's an action. Okay, cool.
So I got 2 more actions.
Nice.
How is my hand grabbed? Who's grabbing my hand?
Don't look at me. I was not hand holding this guy
Yeah, you failed.
this time. I'm innocent, okay?
I'm gonna use the vital beacon. She'll like clench her chest and activate the warrior around her of the vital beacon spell, and I'll roll 10. What's it? 10, 40, 10.
If that's its first use, then yeah.
Yep. So I'll heal for 22 on myself.
Nice. Good recovery. Good recovery.
I have to make this go down by 1, which is right click. There we go. And then I'm going to attack the hand with my final attack. My final action, sorry.
What are you using?
My long sword. Strike. Roll. 31.
31. Okay, that's a hit.
Damage.
Damage.
It's 12 damage, and then that should be slashing. And then that's it.
Let me see. Alright, so slashing. Let's check out that reaction pus burst again.
Uh-oh.
It just took his turn before, so it's got its reaction. Yes, it's going to use pus burst once again.
I'm so glad I'm not within range of that thing.
Yeah. So give me a number between give me a number between 1 and 6, Bjorn.
1.
Okay, so odds it's gonna be on you. Even it's back on Karma. Once again, it bursts with pus in your direction as you slash at it with your sword, cursing under your breath.
Oh, I am on a...
It just bursts right upon you. Give me a reflex save. DC is
Karma?
22. Karma, yes.
Right.
Reflex is 22 since you've suffered it before. 22 or better. 14.
No.
Ooh.
All right, you're going to take the 14. That's going to be a failure. Creature takes full damage and becomes sickened 2. Now here's where we run into that stacking thing. I don't think this is going to add to your current sickened condition.
Okay.
Unless it was better, like a sickened 3, which you would add 1 to your current sickened. I think that's how it works. Stacking the same condition on top of each other, the same value. I don't remember how that works exactly. But I'm not going to make your sickened any worse.
I was going to say, I don't want to be sickened 4.
But you're going to take 46 void. So right there, 14 points. You should be able to click that damage button since I made it public on your token.
Is this an attack?
This is the damage roll of a pus burst. It's a
Okay,
reaction.
so it's not an attack, it's a reaction. Okay.
So sorry, looks aside from goes, I'm so glad we are not in that room right now.
It makes me sick thinking about it.
Oh, I took it twice. Did I just take it twice?
You did.
Yeah.
Just add 14. Karma, if you right-click your token, maybe you're doing
I got
that
it.
now. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
I'm doing
easiest,
that now.
quickest way, at least for me, when I do it with monsters, I just right-click the token, and that bottom value at the bottom of the little HUD that displays when you right-click it, that's the hit points. You just highlight that value, click minus whatever, in this case 14. You have to click minus 14, and then hit enter key, and that will
Gotcha.
apply it.
Okay.
Same thing in reverse when you add points from healing and stuff. Just hit the plus,
Yeah.
put the value, and hit enter. Boom.
That's so much easier than what I was doing.
Okay, so there's the pus burst. All right, it's still your turn.
No.
You done?
Let's see. I broke free for an action. I used the vitality thing, and I attacked for 1. That's 3 actions. I think that's it.
All right. I am to be praised as you're covered in pus.
Oh, gross.
Felsaria, you're up next.
Lotharia is going to look at the creature. She's going to, seeing how every attack that they've done against the hand, it has a reaction of the sickening damage. She's going to attempt to run into the room.
Make sure you know that bless is good, 5 feet around me, if you're nearby.
As she's going to be running into the room, and as she does, she's going to make a beeline for the caster, and she's going to try to grapple them.
Go ahead.
If that would be allowed.
Do whatever you want.
And what do I have to roll for the grappling?
All right, so one action to stride. All right, you made it.
Mhm.
All right, second action to attack, which is a grapple attack. So, yeah, you're going to have to see which one you get. So, there's a 1 in 4 let me go see what the spell says. I think it's a 1 in 4 chance.
So what am I rolling? Am I rolling for athletics or trying to figure it out?
What am I clicked on here? Am I targeting things? What is happening?
You might be.
And also, don't forget about Karma's Blessed. You are within the 5 feet.
All right, let me see. Where is the spell? Any attack that would hit you has a random chance of hitting one of the others. So basically, go ahead and make your attack.
Is it going to be unarmed?
It's your athletics.
Okay.
Against their fortitude. DC. Just make an athletics check.
Athletics. Really?
That's a critical
All right.
fail.
Who cursed me?
That's a critical fail.
I want to know who cursed me.
He's standing right in front of you. Now let's get him. Oh no.
Your target can either grab you. Well, that's beside the point. The first thing we want to do is see if you hit one of the other creatures. If all 3 images remain, there's a 1 in 4 chance of hitting you. Or the creature. So, roll a d4. If you roll a 1, you actually grappled him. And he will grapple you back because of your critical save, or critical fail.
All right, D4.
If you roll a 1 on a d4, make it public. She rolled a 1. Now, does he grapple you back? Because he has the chance to do it. He could grapple you, silly elf. Or force you to fall and land prone. He's going to force you to fall and land prone. So you slip and fall. You are now prone. Okay?
I gotta find out who cursed me.
You have one more action. Boy, you want to see cursed. You should see me in Rachel's game.
No.
Oh, boy.
That was rough.
So many ones.
We got
so many
screenshots
ones.
to prove that, baby.
9 ones, guys. He rolled 9 ones over the course of that mission. He rolled 3 14s back to back on 3 different attempts.
She got me. She got me back. She did. And it's not over.
It's the universe, not me. I had no play in that.
Part 2 is
Alright,
coming.
so let's see. So she moved.
She got
Her
one more action.
grappling- If she tries to stand up, that's going to take the action. Can she shoot him from her prone position?
Yes.
I'll take that action. 36.
Ooh, you nailed him good.
Roll damage.
Yeah, normal damage. All right, before
8
we do
damage.
before we do that, let's see if you actually target the one of the others. So
Alright.
any attack on a fake one destroys it. This was not a fake one, so you still have a 1 in 4 chance. Boy, so 1 in 4 chance to actually hit him. So roll a d4 and roll of a 1, you hit him again. And the
Here we go
damage
again.
and the damage will be applied. Otherwise, it's on a fake image and it'll destroy the image and that's it. 4, nope. So it destroys one of the images. There's now 2 images around him. So you destroyed one of them, boom, with your arrow.
Alright, that's all 3 of her actions.
All right, you're good. So you're still prone. Mark yourself as prone next time. I did it for you.
Sorry, I thought I did.
All right, next we're going to move to the next round. We'll start with the crawling hand. Size of a small horse. Looking nasty. It's got some arrows stuck in it. Now this is the start of its turn. Does something go away here? Let me see. Frightened. Whoops.
The frightened will go away at the end of my turn. At the beginning of my turn.
All right. I gotta make him frightened again. Because I got rid of it by accident. All right. So Karma broke free. It's gonna turn on the prone elf Thalsaria. Seeing him close. It's gonna attempt to rake you with its claws. Okay, so this is an attack. $27. That's a hit.
It hits, but not crit.
What? I just put damage on you of 12 slashing, so you don't have to do it. It's going to step. No, it can't move through there. I'm not going to do that. It's going to attack again against Thalsaria, viciously attacking you. Gets a 22. That's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to attempt to grab you. What's your fortitude DC?
Fortitude DC is... It's a plus 12 to 20, so...
It's a plus 12, so it's a 22.
Mm-hmm.
It fails to grab hold of you. Yeah, it fails to grab hold of you, Thalsaria. You're nimble enough to roll away from its clutches. We're going to go to Cypher. that's what I did. I can target people directly from the combat tracker. I must have accidentally clicked that. How do I turn it off?
How many images of the mage are, or not the mage, the
2.
the dude is left?
2.
2? 50-50 shot.
Let me go back and see. Well, it's no longer 1 and 4.
Yeah.
One of them's destroyed. It's going to be 2 images is 1 and 3. So 1 to 2 on a d6. Hits the guy.
I see. Well, maybe if I'm lucky, it'll be a critical success. Because I have the same spell, and like immediately I'm like, I know what that is. All right. I suppose I shall target the creature through many an open door.
Okay, roll your attack, or whatever you're doing. Then we'll see.
Alright, well, I guess we mean business. Here we go.
What is this? Phantasmal killer?
Oh,
Alright, so you are targeting one living creature, and there is no attack roll. So we're going to have you just roll to see if you pick him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1 to 2 on d6.
Oh, if there's only 2 left, it's 1 to 3, I thought.
If there's 1 left, it's a 1 to 3 on d6.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's only 1 duplicate image. Or are there 2 duplicate images?
So when it's first cast, there's 3 duplicates, plus the creature is a total of 4. So you have a 1 in 4 chance of targeting him. So if there's 3, what are we at here? There's 1 real and there's 2 fake.
Okay.
So there's a 1 to 2 on a d6.
Okay, when you
1
said
and
2, I thought you included the original. All right. Well, anyways, the post's been made. Go ahead, and we'll see if I got him.
You roll it. 1 to 2 on d6.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you roll it. Oh, you got him.
oh yeah.
You got him.
Dice are really in my favor today. I'm
You got 'em.
surprised, also scared. So now he gets to make a will save.
Damn. All right. He's unaffected. No effect whatsoever on him.
All right.
So he doesn't pay attention to the images of the shadow that come around him. You're sure you've targeted. That's him right there. You see the difference. But he totally ignores this image of a shadow creature that you can just barely see. And then it quickly dissipates. He's unaffected by it. He got a crit save.
Ah. Well then, with that, I'm going to complete my turn by casting Dirge of Doom. And continue that frightened 1 status. That's it.
So let me double check these bad boys here.
Hey, Fritz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to bow out.
All right. You hung in there. You're not feeling good tonight with the flu. I get it, so that's all right. At least you showed up. I appreciate it. Dizzy.
Y'all take it easy.
We'll see you in the next one. Now, mind you, Dizzy, before you go, the next session of this is going to be... the next session is going to be Rachel's game. That's going to be in a couple days, actually. But
Okay.
at our next session, Abomination Vaults... Kyle, isn't it like 8 or 9 days later?
Yeah, January 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know, but you've got time to relax. You'll have an extra few days, not just 7, to relax. Okay? Get better.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks, Dizzy.
Catch you later.
Toodaloo.
Good night.
She's gone. All right. Fear, frightened, right? Frightened. Let me put that down. Him.
Yes, frightened one.
Let me go back to the hand. Let me get rid of his... Oh, he's not frightened. Okay, we'll drag it onto him. Boom. There, we're all good. All right, next, Bjorn.
Okay. It's hammer time, boys. Up in here. And yeah, we're gonna break out the MC hammer time up in here. That's critical hit.
It is. With
That'll be
bludgeoning.
22 points of bludgeoning damage. First strike.
22. Excellent. Well done.
It's still twitching, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Still twitching.
Well, not for long.
Oh, wait
Hit
a minute.
normal.
Wait a minute, Kyle. Wait a minute. Took away all its hit points again. I think... Let me give it that much back. Nope, it's not letting me. I don't know what happened here. I have to go into his character sheet and add to his hit points. Okay, there he is. All right. Go ahead, continue.
And another 18 points of bludgeoning damage on top of it.
All right. Nope, it's not letting me get rid of hit points. It's doing that again. All right, he's still alive.
Well, I tried.
You tried. He's still alive. He's just barely hanging in there. It's nothing but nails, and all the fingers are broken and busted. It's oozing out pus and broken bones. But it's still creeping and crawling, and it looks somewhat dangerous still. And we're going to go to this guy. Let's take a 5-minute break real quick as I refresh. So if anyone wants to make a real quick break, do it now.
Sleep.
I got to refresh
right
this.
back.
My bladder is straight.
There you go. Right back, folks. All right, we're back. I'm going to pick up here in part 2. And minus Dizzy. I'm not sure if she left during the intermission or before the intermission. But regardless, we're down 1 player, but that's okay. We're going to finish part 2. Kyle, you're going to be running the die rolls for Thelsaria.
Sounds good.
Okay, and let's pick up where we left off. And that means next is... I don't know how to pronounce his name. Some of these names, man, I'm telling you. Yasandkeller. Something like that. He did reveal his name to you. He's next. He's retreated into this chamber beyond, where all of his images are dissipating from attacks from the companions. The elf is prone on the ground, having attempted to grapple this creature. Bad luck for the elf, unfortunately, slipped and fell. So that's a thing. And there is currently two images. Seeing the elf rush towards him, attempting to grab hold of him, and almost doing so, except the elf had slipped and fallen. "You fool, I warned you." And he reaches down towards Thalsaria the elf, as she's somewhat distracted, taking a shot with her bow. Make a fortitude save.
21.
21 is a failure.
I don't think she has any hero points.
It's okay.
Is this similar to the previous time as well?
This is a spell. He's casting Chill Touch as he reaches out towards her. It's cantrip, concentrate, manipulate, occult, and void. Doesn't say any other things like it should, so I can't tell you some of that information. Do you want to try that again?
I might as well.
Go ahead.
If it is to save a
Well, this
fellow-
is a basic save. Does that make any difference? I guess.
And that was a failure? So even on a success, she'd be taking something.
Yeah, go ahead and do a counter performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I'll do performance here.
Kyle ordered the remaster player core book today, so he'll be the
I
only
did.
one
Nice.
with an actual
Nice.
rule book. We can actually read this stuff. He can, anyway.
Yeah, I see it on the shelf at my local game store, and I'm like, I'm so tempted, but I've already bought so much.
They're
until
expensive.
until I host it in person with the new updated rules, I'll probably hold off, because right now I can just kind of lean on Foundry and look there since they've updated. Also, the result I got was a 23 in performance. Probably going to be the same result, but I tried.
23. Okay, you needed a 28 to get success. So no, that is a failure. This is a basic save, so let me see. Did I roll the damage? Yes. So failure is going to be full damage, so 19 points. Avoid damage.
Okay.
I guess that's what it does. Chill touch. Yeah. Okay. And that was 2 actions. With a hiss, he closes the door. And we're going to go to Karma. Devout cleric.
Yes, cleric. Cleric's heal. I should do that. First I'm gonna hit that hand though.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
It's got 2
Got
hit
this, Karma.
points. Come on, Karma. 2 hit points. It's afraid. 1 finger left.
Please don't miss. Oh no.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, what a roll!
You need a 23 to hit.
I'm sickened too. I don't know if I want to try again.
Well, wait a minute. It is actually off guard. It's still not enough, but it's off guard, I believe, here.
Oh yeah, look at it. It's you guys have it cornered.
And I'm hammering it. I mean, like, we were doing really well with it.
Yeah. So it's definitely off guard, thanks to the elf and Bjorn.
Cypher took a little damage, but it's not like my damage.
Oh yeah, don't bother healing Cypher. She's real good right now compared to previous times.
Alright, so I'm gonna try again. My second attack is gonna be an attack. Action will be an attack on the hand. Come on, just hit him a little bit.
21. Wow.
God.
She's really sickened right now. She's like, really can't handle it. And I'm gonna use an action to use the Vital Beacon to do 48 healing on myself.
Can you use an action to get rid of the second condition? I don't know the ins and outs of how you got this one, but typically you can spend an action to retch, and it brings the condition down by 1.
Yeah, I was really hoping I hit the hand, but you're right. I think I
Yeah.
probably could have brought it down to like -1 instead of -2 if I had done that.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. I will take the healing for now, and somebody else can hit it for two attacks like I did.
So Saria, we're counting on you.
Yeah,
Just kick it while you're down. You don't even have to stand up. Just punch it from the floor.
She already
Trip
has
the
it as a
hand.
hunt prey, so I mean,
Shoot it.
that's, yeah.
Just shoot it. One
Yep.
arrow.
Let's try this out. Yep, there we go.
There it is.
That'll be 10 points piercing damage.
And describe how Thalsaria, while prone on the ground, whips around with her bow and severs that last fingernail.
Yeah, she just kind of arches back and pulls the bow back, and the arrow hits it in such a place where maybe it had some like funk or some toe jam, and maybe had like a nerve collection in there, and the arrow just kind of pierces right in there. Then she's gonna stand up and open the door.
Stand up and open the door. Can you open the door? Click it.
There, I can.
Go. Alright, that's what you see.
That's all she got.
Okay, next round, we're gonna go to... Well, he's gone. We're gonna go to Cypher.
Alright.
Does the fear go away at the end of your turn?
At the beginning of my turn, it does, yeah.
It seems to
I
be
kind of
gone
like
already.
where I am. Yeah, I think it automatically does. Same with Inspired Courage.
Just disappears. I think.
I will come in and in a real flashy sort of way, I quick draw and I pull out my whip and I attack.
Okay, its armor class would be a little better because the elf in the way, even though it's prone. So it might be like a 30 armor class instead of 29.
All right, here's the Strike. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna hero point that.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? This time it's a
Oh.
30.
That hits. Just got him.
Right, now we just have to do the d6.
Ah, yeah, that's right. That's D6. 1 to 2, you hit it. You hit him.
Yeah!
Got him.
Yes, I actually hit him this time!
Nope. Those images are not helping him at all. Nope.
So this little whip's just flinging right past Belsaria and just going right at the guy.
Just have to be
So it hits
sustained.
and it's regular damage, yeah?
Yeah. Mirror image. No. 5 points. Slashing. Wow. Got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Flesh
So
wound.
with my final action, she uses this to continue that wonderful, wonderful song of death and destruction.
Yeah.
You notice as you step into this chamber cipher, since you are keeping attuned, even in combat, to occult and things of that nature, you do notice that there's a lot of papers along the walls on the east, and they're maps. And directly opposite you on that east wall there, or west wall, sorry, it's in the west wall, 5 feet away, right
I see.
right across from this big giant pillow that's like a sofa bed, you see a big picture of Otari, the map of Otari, and it shows some of the surrounding regions as well, but it's a detailed map of Otari. And when you had peeked into this room initially, you peeked into this room before anyone entered. You used your dark vision, turned off the lights, and you peeked in and saw him near this particular map. He was standing on that sofa there, leaning against it, and he was just staring at this map. And that's enough detail to know for now. But you did pick up on that. Okay. You done? I think you're done, right?
I am, yes, after casting Dirge of Doom. So he'll be feared, or, frightened.
Okay, Bjorn, you're up.
Okay. He's going to move down here, and I will actually waste an action to move Belsaria out of the way up here. Kind of prod her out the way. And then it's hammer time. I'm going to hero point that. Why? Because I can. That is a hit. We got to do D6, right?
Yeah, D6. 1 to 2, you hit him. Oh, you
2,
hit
hit
him.
him. For 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And as he kind of gets there, yeah, he don't look very happy. And that's all I got. Moved, judged her out the way, and then attacked.
Resistance against critical hits. And precision. I have to remember that. I don't think anybody got a critical on him. Or precision damage.
Oh, yeah.
So now you know. It's okay.
That's all I got.
His turn is next. So if he wanted to shut the door, that's an interact, which makes it manipulate, which means attack of opportunity. You serious? Is that how that works?
Yes, sir.
If he tries to shut the door on you, you get to try and stab him through it before he does it.
Yep.
Huh,
Same
that's
as if he
interesting.
was to cast a spell.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. You took out his bodyguard. He's in trouble now. How tall is this room? That's the ceiling height in here. Oh, curse you, curse you. Let's see. All right. Things are getting desperate. You can see it in his eyes, Bjorn, as you stand there in front of the chamber threatening him. He sees what's happening. He looks toward you. He hisses and rips the veil from his face, and he's going to attempt to hit you with the jaw attack. To clamp down on your bare flesh, your exposed neck.
Okay.
26. What do you got for me? 26. You better not use
wait a
that
minute.
reaction.
Yep.
Or maybe you should. Yes. Okay.
27.
Reaction used. I'll take that.
Yeah, but it made him waste an action to do it. I'll take that.
It could have been a deadly attack. Could have. He slams the door.
It's not going to stop me.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Don't you talk back to me. I'm the GM here. You'll be sorry. He's got one more action. Let me think.
Today at my meeting that I had just before this, someone came up with like a really brilliant idea, and we were all kind of contributing and building on this until we finally came out with like a really good idea. And at the very end of it, I said, "That was so good, guys! You all get a hero point." And then the one D&D guys, "You mean inspiration, right?" And I was like, "No, this is my game."
Wow. Okay, so that happens. Okay. All right. Karma, you're up.
How would going to try to get rid of, like, could I use 2 actions to, like, throw up really, really hard and become sick in 0?
Oh, how did you get that? Do you remember?
It was
pus?
the hand, the pus.
All right, let me look real quick. There was something about that. Fair increase full damage, it becomes sickened too. Yeah, there's nothing special about that. And that's just, let me see, sickened. She can always spin water to critical. Yeah, there's nothing special about it. So what you do is there's an action you can take called retching. Well, it's under the sickened condition. it says you can spend 1 action retching in an attempt to recover, reduce the second value, which basically lets you attempt a fortitude save. If you retch, you get a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that first made you sick. So this would be a DC 23.
Let's give that a try.
On a success, reduce the sickened value by 1. 2 if you get a critical success. So the DC is 23. And you sit there and...
Yeah, should finally let it loose, but that's a fortitude save.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Attempt a fortitude save. Yes, okay. 27.
That's success.
That works.
Reduce the effect by 1. So you're now sickened 1.
May I do that again?
It takes an action to retch, so yeah, you should be able to.
Alright.
Just go to town.
She just couldn't hold it in any longer, I guess. All that pus and
hand.
I've never seen this side of her before, and I don't care to see it again.
I don't really want to see this right now.
Oh my goodness. Fortitude save.
23 or better. Here it is.
Come on.
Right, boy, you're good at it. You're good at it. No problem. Almost a crit on that one. Whoa.
And then I would use my final action on a vital beacon again. This time 46, healing myself. There you
go. Excellent.
1 left. That is my turn.
Okay, Thelsaria's up. She's gonna... let me think here. Where is she?
She is up here. Directly above me.
Alright, is she still prone?
No, she's standing.
Did she spend an action to stand?
Yeah, she spent an action to stand and then an action to open the door.
Wasn't sure if you lifted her up or something when you moved her.
Nope, I just basically kind of pulled her out the way.
Alright. Let me see, what do I want to do with her? She's not going to get involved with this too close. She's going to pull away. Yeah. She's going to back off into the corner there. We'll shadow mode her anyway. With her bow at the ready, aiming at the door. She'll ready in action in case something comes through the door to attack. So she will have a ready to action to shoot the bow at the guy if he approaches through that door. Okay? Which I don't think will happen, but that's what she's doing. Next, we're going to go to Cypher. Cypher, you're up.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on having the guy close the door, and I forgot about that. If only I could open it with my whip.
Could try it.
That would be... Could I try?
Yeah. It's going to be really friggin' hard.
I know. Can I use a performance instead?
Just describe what you want to do. What does it look like?
She's gripping the
Bjorn's in the way.
tight, but yeah, she's not gonna risk it with Bjorn in the way.
would be cool though, and between his legs, you just whip the thing.
Yeah.
Ricochets
It's just
upward
like
towards
to
the
the
handle
Yeah, do it.
and wraps around it. And with a yank, it comes open. Hey, if you get a really good roll, that's what it could be, and that's what this game is all about, right? Why not?
All right, I'm so tempted. I have to try this. She's had this whip with her. She's been using it. Now she's going to use it not just as a weapon to inflict damage, but as a utility tool to
Right.
open doors.
So what it's going to
she's
be,
going to try it.
you're going to make an attack on this, and it's going to have an armor class, but it's going to be pretty difficult. Maybe not, but it's got an armor class. I won't say what it is, but go for it. Mainly has to do with the size of the handle, and it's going to have an armor class bonus because of Bjorn being in the way. And are you doing that? Are you going between the legs and just getting fancy, ricocheting it up towards the damn handle so it wraps around and you yank?
She does enjoy the flair of the craft, so she is going to do this in like the most flashy, near majestic way. They're in a situation that requires, everyone to be in focus, but she also tries to have fun.
Go for it.
And she also likes showing off. So here's her strike. I got a 30. She's trying to whip the door open.
It's not critical success, but you did succeed. You wrap around that lever and you yank, and the door goes click. Now, roll a d6. If it's odds, because I don't know which way the door opens, but if it's odds, it's going to come in on you, and you'll be able to pull the door open. Odds, you pull the door open so you can now see in the room. Otherwise, you can't open the door. If you pull it, it goes the other way, so you lucked out.
Yeah. She kisses her whip as it's kind of like whipped and coiled back.
Instant hero point. Give yourself a hero point instantly for that. Excellent.
Gotta go flashy.
Kyle don't know what the hell happened. Right between the legs. What was that?
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's like, Bjorn, don't move.
He sees like the whip go through. Easy now, girl. Easy. I'm getting mighty close to my delicate bit.
The door just comes whipping open. Okay.
All right, so that was her first action to get this thing going. Do I move in or do I not? I don't know. But she'll actually fling something into the room. I'm gonna cast telekinetic projectile.
What are you winging?
She's definitely not flinging one of those nice soft pillows. That wouldn't make sense. Perhaps a splintered hangnail from the hand that lays on the floor.
Part of the finger.
Part of the finger. So I'm going for some slashing damage.
You can see him, right? You can see the target.
Yes, I can. He's in the upper right.
Okay.
All right.
His armor class is going to be a little bit better.
So this is actually going to have the multi-attack penalty on it. I clicked the wrong one because I forgot that the first one is technically an attack. So that should be 25.
25 you got? 25
Yeah.
against 20, 30, 30. Yeah, you missed. So the fingernail ricochets off the stone wall.
She just snaps her finger. Star.
Okay, Bjorn. Before Cypher steals the show, what do you do?
Alright.
Not to be one-upped with fingernails flying and whips wrapping. What do you do?
Bjorn's going to take one step into the doorway, kind of showing this creature that, hey, I'm blocking the doorway here. He's going to kind of call out to the creature. I'll give you one last chance to surrender. You have no escape from here. This will not end well for you if you do not.
Ha 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 ha! Come and get me.
So trivial. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
My happy ass in here.
There's still 3 of them there. Floating around each other.
I only need...
Make your attack. 1, 2.
Yes.
You did.
Okay. Yeah, missed on that one. More hero points left on that side. Well, yeah, that's all I got. Kind of stood in the doorway, tried to talk to him, and moved up to him.
Oh, you know, I forgot that I had Bless because I'm right next to Karma.
Yeah, I moved away from her, so I couldn't, use it. Can't hear
Fritz,
you,
you're muted.
You hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, you hear him start muttering arcane and his hands start whipping about. You have an opportunity before you.
I will use it. Hit. Now we roll a d6. 1.
You got him. Wow. You got him.
11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Double check. All right. So yeah, you struck him. You got him while he was in the midst of this. But you're not going to disrupt his magic that is about to hit the area. And it's going to be nasty. Let me see. Who can see this? Looks like it's mainly going to be you. But also, I think... Let me see. It's got a 10-foot burst. 120 feet range. I could put this 10-foot burst. Put it right at the doorway. That'll affect Bjorn. It'll definitely affect Cypher. And I don't know if it's going to affect Karma. Where's the template here? 10-foot burst. It may or may not. I could always manipulate it so it does, so it's kind of moot. Let me get a template here. Circle template will work. Let me see. Right here. 10. Is that 10 foot? 5 foot? 10 foot. Well, that'll definitely affect everyone that I want it to. Okay, we'll leave that on there. Now, everybody within this little area begins to see patterns forming in the air all around you. Shifting colors in and out like a rainbow that's come alive. It just envelops the whole area that you are within. It's fantastical looking. Creatures are dazzled within this area. In addition, each creature must attempt a will savings throw. So let me drag the dazzled on those folks that are going to be subjected to this.
I definitely would like to use my counter, but go ahead.
Yes, you would.
And
Well-
also, does this guy have the same spells as I do? Because almost 1 for 1.
Hypnotic pattern?
Another illusionist, I see.
Hypnotic pattern?
No, color spray. But
It's not color spray.
colored spray might be the old name. You might have the new name. But you're describing like the exact same thing.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Something else I noticed for this is it actually has a trait called visual. So it actually says visual. So these are the traits we got to look for in these actual spells. They have to say visual, and what was the other one? Auditory? They should be in there if that's applicable.
So technically, I guess mirror image is visual as well.
We'll
I
have
don't
to
know how
see.
that
We'd
would
have to
work.
look.
But it's spells that have that trait that require a save. That's when I can use my counter performance.
So this one you can.
Sounds like it, yes.
Uh,
But go ahead, keep describing
you've got
and
to
let
make
us know.
everybody in this little area here. That's everybody but Belcora. We'll have to make a will DC or a will save. So go ahead and make those. Do you make this before the rolls or after? When do you use this spell?
Everybody's going to make their will save, and then I make a performance, and then people have the choice of using the higher one.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Ooh.
Well, it sounds
That's
like
the
Bjorn's
next one.
going to be using his.
That's a natural critical there.
Okay, you're safe. You need to roll a... Where is it? Damn it.
Nice. So there's all of the rolls, including the performance at the very end.
29.
I'm definitely using my performance check. 'Cause I got a 24 originally.
Darn it. Everybody got a pass there.
Phew.
30. All right, so everybody passed that. Now, here's the thing. So, that's what counter performance does. It replaces the save. It doesn't do any effect on the spell itself or prevent it. It just changes the savings, though, right? Okay. So, the first thing that happens with this spell is that everybody's dazed right off the bat. Then the savings throw comes into play. In addition, a creature must attempt a will savings throw inside or when it enters the pattern, when it ends its turn within the pattern, or if it uses a seek interact action on the pattern. Ooh, that's interesting. Shouldn't have revealed that. A creature currently fascinated by the pattern doesn't attempt new saves. So let's see. Success on the save, the target is unaffected. All right, so you're not dazed and then some other effect is negated from your save. No, you're just not affected. So yeah, all right. It's the end of that spell. Blast. Blast you. Could have got Cypher.
Almost.
Not to be.
So close.
All right, we're going to go to... well, he's got one more action. No. No, he does... Right, Bjorn? I didn't do it. I didn't attack
he
him.
has one more action.
Okay,
So-
we're going to pick up where we left off, and he's going to try and bite you. He's going to reveal his face, and you see these fangs and this unnatural maw appear. Very unnatural. So this will be... Was that considered an attack? No. Alright, so it's his first attack. Oh, 22.
26.
Yeah. Alright, then he's done. Karma's next. Blast.
You there, Carm? If you're talking, we ain't hearing you.
Karma, you're muted. Test, test, test. Hope she didn't fall asleep. She's... Oh, there she is.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. Was it my turn? I was a little
Yeah.
distracted for a second.
It's
Okay.
That's okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move into the room. Like, so I can't see anything anyway. I can hit him from there. Okay.
Wait a minute. Before you take your next action,
Sure.
creatures are dazzled while inside the pattern. In addition, a creature must attempt a will savings throw if it is inside the pattern when it is cast, when it enters the pattern, when it ends its turn within the pattern, or if it uses a seek or interact action in the pattern. Okay, so if you're still in there at the end of your turn, you will have to make another save against this hypnotic rainbow of colors.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you. I'm gonna now cast guidance on Bjorn
Thank you.
and hit him with my sword.
My shillelagh.
Let's see here. Ah.
Oh.
And that's my last action, so I also need to make a will save.
Yep.
Okay.
29.
That's really high. Not high enough.
Oh, you are dazzled.
Dazzled.
Let me grab something here for you and drag it on there. You are dazzled all of a sudden. I'll read it to you what that is. Creature currently fascinated by the pattern doesn't have say. Okay. Dazzled, where are you? This is also on your character sheet under effects that you're under. I think it's called effects or afflictions or something. If you look at that on your character sheet, it'll describe what you're suffering, and I think it's got rules for how it works. Where the heck is dazzled? Everything is concealed to you. This means you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check to target anything.
Okay.
Not too hard. Not a big deal. You just roll a flat check. DC 5 or greater, you're good. You can target the guy.
Okay. Well, both a shot. Sounds good then.
Thelsaria's up next. She's holding on to that door. She's not sure what to think next. We'll keep her in the background. We're going to move on to Cypher. The crazy whip elf.
Crazy whip elf. Don't underestimate me. Watching Karma take a step inward, Cypher's actually going to take a step backward. She's gonna lay down, go to bed, sleep on these pillows. No, in a nice little battle stance, she just kind of hops back and until she no longer like sees or feels this aura, which is just 5 foot back. Then she's going to cast Soothe on Karma.
You still see the aura. It's very visual, but you know you're not in it. You don't feel the effects upon you, but you can definitely see it in front of you. These various colors. And then cast your Soothe.
Alright, you gain 8 hit points, Karma, and then drag the spell effect from the chat onto you. You get a +2 status bonus against saves that have mental effects for 1 minute.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, that I'm hoping that includes the spell that was just cast. So yeah, good luck. That's my turn.
Bjorn?
Alright, let's try out this weapon swap deal here. Think how it reads as written. I'm going to sheath the warhammer and draw the longsword for one go.
Okay, that's one action.
Now we're getting somewhere. I will use guidance on this.
25.
Okay, that's cool.
Guidance and bless, right? You have both?
No, I moved out of your bless.
No, my bless is
You're
still
in
on.
her bless now.
You're in my bless.
Oh, okay. Let me drag that to my here. Hang on a
Wait, do you
minute.
need to link it again? Here.
Thank you.
You got it.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have helped me on this one. And why not? Let's do it again. All right, that's hit. D6. 2, got it. This will be 17 points of slashing damage.
Did you roll the... Let me see, hold on. D6 and you got a 2, so that means you hit him, right?
Yes, sir.
And then 17 was your damage?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what did I do? Did I give 2 hit points of damage to him? I think I did.
That is my turn, so here is my will save.
Alright, 17 points.
21, not good enough.
Minus 1/7. Boy, you're good at picking out the real from the fake.
Yeah, but now I'm dazzled, so
You dazzled?
yeah, got a 21.
Alright, give yourself that condition. I don't know where it is in the chat here, but it's somewhere up there. I'm not even sure you could see it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, he's up next. He's gonna weigh into you with this jaw attack again. Oh, man. 24? No.
26.
Damn it, I rolled like a 5. Got him trapped in here, don't you? Da 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 da. All right. Make a basic fortitude save for me, please. As he reaches towards you, his image turns dark, icy and cold. His fingers are like stalks of icicles reaching to you. Bjorn.
30. Oh, why the hell was I clicked on Karma?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Try it again.
25.
25. You needed. That's a basic save of 29. So let's roll some damage.
That's cool.
Whatever this comes up is what you'll take. 19 points of void damage.
Nope, not taking it this round.
Ah, you. Just making the game complex, you know. Why do you do that? Now we gotta keep track of when it applies. Which is when?
Start of your next turn.
My next turn? Okay.
Yep. Since this is a reaction.
What is it? 19 void. And that's it. I took 2 actions. So we're going to go to Karma. See how long that spell stays up. Hypnotic pattern.
You're muted again, Pam.
Sustain. Can't hear you, Karma. Karma, you're up. Action.
All right. So everything is concealed to me. So I don't know where he's at, so I have to roll to attack him,
No.
him.
Concealed is just anytime you want to target somebody, you make a flat check of 5 or greater. That's all it is. It's just you can see him, you can see the target, but it's imagine you were in fog.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You can
that's
see him,
okay.
but it's a little bit, you might miss him.
Okay.
It's not clear.
All right.
That's concealed.
Well. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him, or try to, through all that.
What are you doing?
Striking him
Okay.
with my weapon.
All right, do a flat check.
A flat check first, right? That's
D20.
roll a d20.
In this case, 5 or better.
Never better. Okay.
Okay, you're good. Now you can make your attack.
Now I try my attack like this.
A lot going on here. 30. Okay, that's going to be a hit. So now make your d6 roll. On a 1 to 2, you target him. Anything else hits one of the images.
6.
6. So you hit an image and destroy it.
Wonderful.
So there's
I
one.
did something. That's what I wanted.
So there's one image left. So you're seeing 2 images of this guy in front of you. That's your first action. What's your next action?
I
Gotta give him some hit points back.
use. It might just be better to just hit him with my sword. Yeah, I think right now it's probably better to do that.
Just take out the images. If anything, get rid
Yeah,
of them.
that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at my skills and I'm like, no, right now. So
All right,
that one is.
Make your flat check first.
Oh, first.
We'll assume that's your flat check. Okay, so as long as it's
Oh, it's
greater
every
than 5.
time. Do you want me to just make one now?
No, you're good. Now make your actual
okay.
attack.
Alright, so now make my actual attack. Which was that, plus 12, 1.
Same exact result.
I was looking it. I'm like, am I seeing double? Like,
All right, now roll a d6.
When this happens, it's wild.
Now roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, you hit him. Otherwise, you destroy an image.
come on, I destroyed an image.
Nope, you hit him.
I hit him. That's fine.
Oh, no, sorry, you hit the image. On a 1 to 3,
okay.
you hit him. So you hit the image and destroy it. So there's no more multiples of him. That's gone.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that no more.
And then my final action will be
Clobber?
use my vital beacon, my last vital beacon.
Okay.
I will apply 10 points. And that is all.
Well done.
Is there a wisdom saving throw at the end of the turn too?
Yes. Good catch.
Awesome. Let's do that.
29.
This one. No. Definitely not.
That's a critical fail, isn't it?
Is it? Oh no.
Yeah, that's a critical fail. I think it's 29. 29 will save, so that's a critical fail. So you're going to take twice the damage. Or, no, you're just dazzled. No, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you critical fail it.
Okay. Cool.
You are
Oh well.
dazzled by being in the midst of all these rainbow colors just fascinates you. Aren't you already dazzled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought through that dazzle this whole
Yeah. That's what the flat check 5 or greater is. So, that was irrelevant. All right, next is Cypher.
Really don't want to be in this aura.
Yeah, the elves are
Give me
remaining
no
out.
choice. Yeah, I still technically have eyes on the guy somehow.
Yeah, you can just barely
Like
see him.
his lower half of his body is visible.
Yeah, I see it.
So I could send large amounts of flame at him, but I'm gonna stick with the projectile.
Another toenail?
Yeah, another toenail. So we'll get some slashing. Here, I'll lock on to him this time. So, alright, first attack. 32. Alright, so that's 15 points.
15 points of slashing.
Mm-hmm. Guys are just seeing like miscellaneous toenails flying into
The shavings of toenails.
fingernails just thrown right into the room.
What is happening, Bjorn says. Insanity.
Yeah, like bits and pieces just flying right past me. I'm kind of halfway, like, almost damn near ducking for cover over here.
Karma's gonna be a little bit sickened, just a little bit, like 0.5 seconds this time.
Here we go again.
And then immediately after casting that spell, she'll continue her previous song of doom.
Dirge of Doom. So that continues the frightened.
Yes, actually, so it's a 30-foot emanation. I don't know how Foundry does sound, but visually it doesn't hit. Does he still hear it?
"30-foot emanation, if they're in it. Concentrate, emanation, fear, focus, mental, occult. What would the problem be?
When I put down, it's just like a foundry thing. Like when I put down the emanation, it only highlights these two and not the space that the enemy is actually on.
Oh.
So that's why I asked, would this be something he hears because it's a song?
Well,
or...
you could catch him. You can move that emanation, right? Or is it from you?
Well, it says emanation. I just assume it's from me.
Yeah, it is from you. Yeah. And he's not within that thing?
Mm-mm.
You can't catch him then.
Alright, then I would like to do something else instead. It never happened.
Feet. Pretty big. Yeah, 30 feet is like... Oh, you can catch him. That's
it's just a matter of, do the walls stop sound?
No, you're good. You can definitely do that.
Alright, then I shall. And that's my turn.
Your voice echoes through the chambers. Everybody can hear you. Alright, so he's frightened? Yes, he's frightened. Okay, we're going to move on to Bjorn.
Here we go. Are you kidding me? Really?
Because you're dazed? Dazzled?
Yeah. There went the first action. Fuck it, let's try it again. There we go. Okay. Another mess. Okay.
What is happening?
That's cool.
The tide
I got
has
something
turned.
else.
You do.
Not yet it hasn't. Not yet it hasn't. Let me see. Block, yada yada yada. Yeah, why not? I'll just raise the shield. Saves me the action later.
Okay, he's up next.
And now I take the 19 damage.
Now you take the 19.
And it won't let me do it from the token.
Yeah, try and refresh. That's what's happening to me, and I just refreshed it, and it worked again.
Let me try that here real quick.
He's going to sustain this dazed spell for 1. Hypnotic pattern remains in place. You also can see, Karma, the wounds on his body. They seem to be disappearing, but slightly, only slightly. Man. And as you look upon him, Karma, he lashes out at you with what appears in his hand as a kukri, a little curved bladed sword. And he gets a 24, which is not going to hit you. Alright, so he's done because he had to sustain that, and then he had to draw the weapon. Alright, draw the weapon is manipulate.
It is, so what I get...
Yes, if you want to take it.
I can.
You can. Here it comes.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
21's
It bounced on 19 and then bounced right over.
Alright, So, okay, his turn is done. Reaction strike is done. Karma. You almost got hit by this bladed sword coming from the creature. You are still dazzled.
I am. I would like to do the same thing as last turn and try to hit him.
Flat check, 5 or greater.
Right. So, flat check first. Like a d20.
Got
Needs
it.
it? Yeah, cool.
Now make your attack.
Okay.
His armor class is 29. Nope, missed.
Miss.
Do it again. I should describe this room before we go any further, because I think you're standing on tables. A small desk covered in the stubs of burned candles stand against the east wall. The west wall behind you, Karma, has severed hands from more than a dozen creatures nailed to it, each badly withered and displayed palm outward. So I think there's like I don't know, I'd have to look at this map here. Is that a desk or is this a pattern on the floor? With candles on. I guess it's a pattern on the floor.
Like a carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like a carpet.
Candles. In what direction am I allowed to take a 5-foot step?
Any direction.
Even diagonal?
Even diagonal.
So I could go here at 5-foot step.
Yeah, it doesn't provoke any attacks of opportunity. If he has if he has that ability.
Right. I just want to be safe.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use a heal on Bjorn.
Okay.
It's gonna be this one.
My eyes are starting to fog up. I could barely see the screen. What is happening?
Oh, I'm just really tired and I forgot. Can I just stay where I was? And then still, if he wants to attack of opportunity me, he can. I can't do what my distance attack because it's 2 actions, and I already have 2 actions done.
Go ahead.
Okay. So then I'll just heal him without moving. That's the button, I think. Okay. And I'll use my last action to do that move after. That way it worked out.
So what did you do? You attacked, didn't you?
I attacked, I healed, and
For
if you
one or
wanted
two?
to,
How many actions did you spend on the healing?
1.
1, okay. And then 1 action to step back down there. So you're all good.
Right.
All right. We're going to skip ahead to Cypher. Very good, Karma. Being efficient.
Oh boy, we're getting tricky here.
Oh, hello.
Hello, too far.
So make your check. Make your will save. Because you entered. 17
I'd like to
fails.
use my reaction.
Your reaction? What is the reaction?
It's the counter performance. This is to the aura, right?
Yeah.
To being dazzled.
Yeah, say, okay, all right, go ahead. That's how it works. That's your reaction. And yourself. Whoops, I'm feeling dazzled. Wait, la 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 la.
Alright, no, I'll just take it.
All right, you're dazzled.
Dazzled.
Put that on there. Yes. Things are a little fuzzy now.
And then I'm going to... we'll see how this goes. I'm going to light up the room with produce flame. So it's a flat d20, you said?
Yep. 5 or greater. Target him. You're good.
Alright, and then with produce flame.
20.
Oof.
It's not going to do it.
Oh, wait!
What,
I'm going
what?
to use a hero point.
Hero point.
The one I got from the whip in the door.
There you go. Here it is. Special time. 30.
Alright.
Just hit. By 1. Here it is.
17 fire damage.
Alright, let's check him out. Alright. Alright, that it?
Yep.
Bjorn, you're up. You see fire erupt in front of you, catching this
I do.
creature and singeing his clothing. He's looking desperate at this stage.
He ought to be. Let's give him a go. That's a hit. Normal. Damn. That will be 18 points slashing damage.
Got him.
We're going to try it again. Why not?
You are. Here it comes. Okay.
Right, check 10.
He's badly injured, Bjorn.
Ah, another that one. Son of a bitch.
And we're going to go to the creature.
Okay. Oh, I wasn't done yet.
You got one more? Okay, go ahead.
Uh-huh. Battle prayer. Targeting it. I am holy. Got to do a religion check. Against this little bugger's will DC.
Divine general skill. It's still talking about chaos, evil, good, and law in this damn thing still. Attempt a religion check. Okay, do your religion check against the will DC.
29.
His will DC is 29. So it's successful.
This will deal a D6 spiritual damage.
Alright.
So 4.
4 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
And... Okay.
And then I think I need to make a will save because I'm still in this thing.
Yeah. Well, you're already
19. Still dazzled.
you're already in it. You're not going to get out of it by making the save.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to double check that. Let's see, -1 because he's going to get some hit points back. All right. Yeah. What was it again? The spell there, or
4 spiritual.
what was the spell that caused this mirror image? Hypnotic pattern. Let's look real quick. Creatures must enter will save if they're inside the pattern. When you cast it, when they enter the pattern, or when it ends its turn within the pattern, or if it uses a seek or interact action at the pattern. Because just looking at it, too much can force you to make a save. Creature currently fascinated by the pattern doesn't attempt new saves. So it has target is unaffected. So I guess you would make a check. To see if it continues to affect you.
Of which it does.
Critical failure. The target is fascinated by the pattern. While it remains fascinated, it can't use reactions. Failure. The target is fascinated by the pattern. Fascinated? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This spell is weird. You create a pattern, blah, blah, blah. Creatures are dazzled while inside the pattern. Period. In addition, a creature must attempt a will savings throw if it is inside the pattern, blah, blah, blah. And that determines if you're fascinated. So here's how it works. If you're in the freaking zone, you're automatically dazzled. It just automatically dazzles you. There's no check for that. But however, if you are in there, move into it, end a turn in it, whatever, you make a savings throw. This is to see if you become fascinated in addition to being dazzled. So anybody that failed their save, if you can remember, make yourself fascinated. If you're in this pattern and you failed your save for this, if you remember, go ahead and make yourself fascinated.
Is the DC the same for being fascinated as we've been making for dazzled?
It's the same.
Okay.
That's what your saves were for, the fascinated. Dazzled is just automatic. So, Kyle, your save that you just made here, I think you made one. If not, go ahead and make one. This is to see if you're fascinated.
Of which, yeah, got a 19. So you get a -2 to perception and skill checks. Can't use concentrate actions. Yada, yada, yada.
Okay. A creature currently fascinated. So if you are fascinated now, doesn't make any more saves. The only way to get out of this is to get out of the
Zone.
All right, so as long as you're in here, you're dazed and fascinated. There, got it right. All right, Bjorn, you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go to the creature. He's looking pretty bad. He's going to sustain the spell and chuckle to himself. Yes, yes. It looks so fascinating, doesn't it? Look into it. Look. And then he's going to reveal his face once again, Bjorn, and attempt to clamp down on you, bare flesh and all, and tear and rip. But not with that roll. Curses! Why don't you hold still? And then he slashes at you with the kukri knife. 26.
Just hit.
What happened to your fascination?
I don't know, just going to hell everywhere.
Damage. You're going to take a nice solid slashing. 19 points of slashing damage, including 1d6 persistent bleed damage. This thing cuts into you. You're going to take persistent damage here. So that should be automatically applied to you. I don't know, but we'll see. He's done. That damage is 1d6 persistent bleed. I'll do it manually if it doesn't do it.
I did not add it.
No. If I add it now, it'll add it on top of what you just took, which is not supposed to be. I'll just roll it. It's a d6.
Okay.
At the end of every one of your turns, I'm going to roll d6, and you're going to take away that amount. Then you make your roll to eliminate the persistent bleed damage. You need a 15 or greater to get rid of it. Stop it from bleeding. All right, next we're going to Karma.
I was afraid you'd say that. Okay.
It's all up to you. Karma.
I'm going to press forward.
Karma's
Hit
getting
him with my
wild.
like So here goes nothing. Now it's just a flat check of a d20, right? For dazzled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I don't have to do the 6 anymore, but I can do my regular attack. So
Right.
this one, come on, just remember. There we go. Oh,
Oh god.
that's so sad.
If a creature uses a hostile action against you or any of your friends, your fascination ends.
Huh.
So I wouldn't be fascinated?
Well, basically what it is, you are compelled to focus your attention on something. Like the colors and stuff. Take a -2 status penalty to your perception and skill checks. And you can't use actions with the concentrate trait unless they or their intended consequences are related to the subject of your fascination. If a creature uses a hostile action against you or any of your allies, your fascination ends. Gee, what's the point of that?
Yeah, so Bjorn got attacked, so he wouldn't be fascinated.
Yeah, it would go away.
But I'm still fascinated, and I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something else. If you critically fail this check, you can't use reactions. So while you're fascinated, you can't use reactions. But that's if you critically failed your save on this fascination. So that's something unique. But otherwise, I don't see the value of this. You're dazzled, yeah, but he can't attack you.
I can't really use magic right now, so
Yeah.
that's pretty powerful.
Weird spells. In this case, it's weird. It's got an 11. 17.
And I missed.
You missed.
This is
Well,
one more to go, I guess.
You moved up, though.
No? Oh no, you're right. I moved, didn't I?
Yeah, you stepped out of the corner.
Okay, so it's 1 move and 2 misses. I had my turn.
Cypher, you're up. It's coming down to you, Cypher. This is it. Do or die. Finish him. It's time for the
So when I step out, I will no longer be fascinated or dazzled.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to remain fascinated.
That all goes away. If you walk out of this thing, you're okay. Fascinated, dazzled, gone. You're okay. And then when you come back in, you'll be making saves and you'll be dazzled all over again.
Okay. Because while I'm inside, I can't cast spells. So, unable to concentrate, Cypher steps back, tired of going forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. And with the last two actions, she's going to cast Magic Missile at him.
Ooh.
You got this. 2 of them come zipping around the corner.
So, no longer dazzled,
Yeah, you're good.
but I was still fascinated, right?
Well, the fascination's going to go away. It only is going to fascinate you as long as you're, well, wait a minute. You don't have to be in there to be affected by this fascination, because if you use a seek or interact on the pattern, it can affect you. So that would mean if you're outside of it, you can be affected by the fascination, which hints to me that that fascination might remain if you step out.
Okay,
A
just
creature
want to
currently
double check.
fascinated by the pattern doesn't attempt new saves.
Alright, so let me get the magic missiles out. Pew! Ah.
Kung Fu dice.
So in total, it's 5 force damage. Because it is combined if done on the same turn.
Alright, so your fascination will stay.
Okay.
But remember, if some creature takes a hostile action against you or any of your friends, and you're aware of it, the fascination goes away. So your eyes are locked on this thing. So it's really distracting you from what you want to do. So you take all these penalties on your stat. You take a -2 status penalty on perception.
You can't look away.
And skill checks. So you're good. It'll go away. Someone will attack Karma.
No.
It'll go away. Alright,
Alright, so that's, 5 force damage and I'm done.
We're gonna go Bjorn.
Yep, and this will be my last turn. I got work in the morning.
You do.
Oh yeah, it's 11. Wow.
14 is good.
Here we go.
Oh, 38. Almost a critical. Well, he's immune to crits, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, so that'll be 11 points slashing on the first one. Let's see if I can do it again here. Nope, not good enough on the second one. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'll just raise my shield. But unfortunately, guys, that's where I'm going to have to drop it off at.
All right, Kyle. Do you guys want to call it here? We'll finish this round, and we'll come back to it. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I gotta drop it off here too.
You okay with that, Rachel?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Let's finish this round. Bjorn, you're done. Take care. Kyle, if you want to go now, go ahead.
Yes, sir. And y'all be safe, be careful, have fun. I love you, and I'll see y'all in the morning.
As always, Kyle, you hang in there, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. This creature's up next. He's going to get some hit points back. For some reason, he's not as injured. And let's see. One sustain. He's going to keep that spell up. He's not going to move. He's going to attempt chill touch against Bjorn, which is going to be fortitude save. And yeah, Bjorn passed that. He's not going to take 39. No, he's going to take half damage. Roll the damage. Here it comes. This is void damage. He's going to take 10 points of void damage. He drops down to... He drops down to 58. And... he's going to do the same thing to you, Karma. Make a fortitude save. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a 2-action spell? Chill touch. It is. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. Instead, he's going to attempt to strike you as before with the blade, the kukri blade. He strikes. From out of nowhere, the blade appears, reaching towards your throat. Gets a 28 total. That's just going to be a hit.
Yes.
No reaction. We're going to go to damage, and it's going to be 19 points of slashing damage and d6 persistent damage upon you. Total of 19. So that's him. Whoops, I killed him.
Oh, well, that good job, guys.
let me roll for Bjorn. He's going to take some d6 damage, 1 point of persistent damage. Actually, you know what? Go to conditions and go to persistent damage. PQRS, PQ, PPP. Persistent damage, it's going to be D6. It's going to be bleed. DC 15, save. Alright, so he has that applied. So it should do it automatically for Bjorn. Now you, Karma, have the same thing. So what you do is, I'll do this for you, but you go to your conditions and you go to persistent damage, click it. You could choose the die type, it's D6. You could choose the type of damage, it's bleed. And the DC to get rid of it is typically 15. It'll already be there for you. Click the save button, boom. There's your persistent damage added to your token. So you're all set. So you have D6 bleed damage as well.
Does it show up under buffs and debuffs?
Yeah, you'll see it. It's on your token. There'll be this bleed symbol. And that's the result of his attack on you. It should be factored into the damage you just took.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
It should be. Should be there. But anyway, he's done. We're going to go to you. This is where we'll know. What was that?
What?
Apply healing. Huh. Alright, Karma. Karma's turn.
Attack him.
Huh.
Oh, something's not working. Can we pick up with my character next time? Because I have to reload this screen, and it's going to take a moment.
What do you want to do? I'll do it for you.
I just want to attack him 3 times.
Strike. Okay, here it comes. First one. You got an 8, 25 total, 29. It's a miss. Your second action is an attack. Oops, I don't want to attack with the cookie knife. That's me. Second attack. Longsword. Oh, you got a nice modifier in your second attack. 19, it's going to be a miss. Third and final attack. It's only a +7. You're going to go for it anyway. Here it is. 24. Oh, so close. You're done. Now, let's see if this works. It should. Well, you're going to get some persistent damage here. Karma takes 4 damage.
Alright, there we go. Reloaded.
I don't know if it did that or not, so I'm going to put -4 on your character. Karma takes 4 damage. Karma takes 4 No, I guess it did. I guess it did do that. Alright, let's add 4 points back. Alright. Now, make your check to recover from bleeding. There's a button in the chat there you could click. It's a DC 15 or greater. You just click that button or just roll a 20-sided die. Roll 15 or greater and it's gone. 12, not good enough. So you're still bleeding. Alright. Alright, we're good. That'll end this turn. Belsaria's next. We're going to go to round 10. Wow, isn't that a minute?
I only have 1 round left on my bless.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, some of these spells only last a minute. I gotta backtrack. He's got something here that only lasts a minute. All
I
right.
think if you have it attached to something, it'll track because it tracks the time in the calendar when you do combat and stuff like that.
Ooh. Calendar, you say?
Yeah. That's why, like, because I used to track a lot of stuff via the calendar, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, why are we, like, at really odd minutes and seconds and stuff like that? So, because it was tracking it this whole time.
Hey guys, I really do have to get going, but
All right.
I'm gonna jump out of chat.
All right, have a good night, Karma.
Have a good night.
Take care, Karma. I'll
Bye.
see you next time. Toodaloo. And folks, that's what we're going to call it. Because guess what? It's down to just me and Rachel. That's it. The last ones.
That's the first.
That is a first.
On a
Who would have
weekday.
figured?
What?
Who would have figured? But what'd you think, Rachel? Did you enjoy that?
I did. I really, really wish I was here in the beginning, because although this is a very shady individual, it would have been nice to get a few lies in there first.
Yeah.
To see what they're all about. Yeah, the clothes definitely threw me off until you described those eyebrows and
Yeah.
his actual appearance.
Well, you did get the first look at him. You were the first to look inside the room and see him, but it was all in dark vision, gray, blacks and whites type of thing.
Yeah.
You couldn't see details, but you related what you saw. You saw this hand creeping around and this guy looking at something on the walls, weird stuff. And it was Bjorn that kicked the door in, made some communique. You didn't really say anything, of course, because you weren't in the game yet, so shadow mode. But typical diplomacy from Bjorn. You have one chance. Throw your weapons. That kind of thing. And it didn't go well.
Yeah, that sounds like Bjorn.
It didn't go well, and some threats were thrown back and forth, and, well, it just turned into a battle. And that was it.
Yeah.
Not the most diplomatic. But you're wearing him down. I'm telling you, it's all about the whip. It's all about the whip, Rachel. It's all about the whip. That was great. Yeah. You opened a freaking door.
Gotta find different ways to use the whip.
Yeah,
Who knew that would have been such a handy item when I was purchasing it? I'm like, I have this super awesome longsword. That's great. I found a couple other striking weapons. This is fantastic. But, I'm always going to keep that whip out.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, folks. Anyway, this was good. I enjoyed it. Some great stuff going on here. The characters, the players are doing a little bit more exploring where they need to be, so it seems. And have encountered a character who's actually played a role in the events previous to this. Events that took place in Otari, in fact. This particular individual. But unfortunately, our characters might never figure that out. But who knows? The players might if they think. But we'll get into that in the next session, because this session is still in combat mode. This guy's really tough. He's actually badly injured. It's all about attrition at this point. I think the characters are in a good place with him, but we'll see. He's got some things tucked up his long sleeves, and that'll show the characters. Yes, that'll show them. And yeah, what do you think, Rachel? It's gonna show you. I know it is.
Well, I don't know what to think, but now I kind of want to really talk to him after you say something like that.
Yeah, I think Kyle clued in on something from a previous session about this individual, but I don't know if you're going to figure it out. But there was something going on back in Otari. This guy...
Yeah, I want to see those maps.
He might have something to do with something that happened up in Otari. Relatively recent. But I'll leave that for you guys to figure out. We'll see. So, folks, we're going to call it here. I'm exhausted. I'm blurry-eyed. I can't see straight. It's a rough one. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back next week for episode 87. Yeah, 87 is next week. But first, we got part 2 to Rachel's game. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's Friday. Not
Yeah.
tomorrow, but
Yeah, your session is next, actually.
yeah, seeing as Sunday is New
Yeah.
Year's Eve.
Yeah, so we're not going to have a game on Sunday. We're going to have Rachel's game. I think it's... well, wait a minute. Your game is on the 5th.
Yes, it is.
January 5th is your game. That's the next session. And then after that, I think we're going to play on Sunday.
The 7th. Yep, Sunday the 7th.
No, I have to check my calendar. But regardless, that's what we're doing. We got games all over the place. Holy smokes, which is great.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of.
There is. So, folks, we're going to see you guys next time. Hang in there. It's only going to get better. Talk to you soon.